Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta, and we're joining you live from the CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Primetime Studio. Just 2 days ahead of Phase 6 polling, Calcutta High Court has delivered a huge blow to Mamata Banerjee government. The court has scrapped other backward classes certificates awarded to 77 communities since 2010. Most of them Muslim castes, added under the left and the TMC government. Declaring the classification process illegal, the Calcutta High Court said that no reasonable procedure was followed for determination of such backwardness while classifying these castes. Out of 179 OBC castes in West Bengal, 117 were Muslim before this order. 53 of those were added by the left government by 2010 itself, and rest 64 were added by the TMC government. Now, this order has come as a shot in the arm for the BJP because one of their primest agendas this election has been to question the opposition parties over OBC quotas handed over to Muslims in many states, in most cases for no objective reason of backwardness. This, in fact, has become the biggest talking point, with the Prime Minister categorically saying that he will not allow this to go on. Now, Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has dubbed this court order as a BJP order and vowed not to implement it. But is this order and the court's findings not an indictment of her appeasement? We'll take that question to our guests in just a bit. First up, take a look at the High Court's scathing observations that have been made, along with some of the decisions that, of course, have come as a setback for the government. It has gone on to say that the state government did not follow the right and established laws while classifying these castes. Classification of OBCs has been carried out through executive orders and memos, and that is illegal. Here's the kicker. It also goes on to say that religion seems to be the sole criterion for declaring these communities as OBCs. Selection of 77 classes of Muslims as backwards is an affront to the Muslim community itself. It says the Muslim community has been treated as a commodity for political ends. And last but not the least, it goes on to say that the classification of these 77 classes as OBCs and their inclusion was to treat them as a vote bank. Now, the West Bengal government provides 17% OBC reservation, and that has been divided into two categories. Take a look at how lopsided this list had become. Out of category A, 81 castes, in total 56 were Muslim. Out of category B, which carries a reservation of 7% and the total castes being 99, in that 41 were Muslims. Effectively, virtually all Muslims have been categorized as backward in the state of West Bengal. So after the Calcutta High Court order, what all has been scrapped? Let's take a look. Now, this order sets aside, as I mentioned, 77 castes or communities that had been classified as OBC over the last 14 years or so. Out of these 77, 42 were given OBC status by the left government in 2010 itself. Out of these 42, 41 were Muslim castes. Now, the other 35, 34 of them were Muslim, and they were included by the TMC government in the OBC list by 2012. The other effect of the Calcutta High Court order is that Section 16 of the West Bengal Backward Classes Act 2012 has been struck down. This allowed the state to classify OBCs. Roughly 5 lakh OBC certificates issued post 2010 now stand cancelled, but no recruitment on the basis of those has been put aside. The big question we ask today is simply this: with this indictment of the High Court, is it not a proof of the appeasement that the TMC government has been accused of in the past?
সংখ্যালঘুদের ওবিসি রিজার্ভেশন কেড়ে নিতে চায়, আমরা কাটতে দেবো না। ওরা আদিবাসীদের অস্তিত্ব কেড়ে নিতে চায়, আমরা কাটতে দেবো না। ওরা ইকোনমিক ব্যাকওয়ার্ড ক্লাস, আমার এখানে তাও আছে, তাদেরও আমি সম্মান দিই।
बंगाल की सीएम ने घोषणा कर दी है कि वो हाई कोर्ट का फैसला नहीं मानेगी। वो मुसलमानों को ओबीसी का आरक्षण देकर रहेगी।
एक में राष्ट्र मुझे दिखा है, राज्य दिखा है कि जहां पर मुस्लिमों की संख्या हिंदुओं से दुगनी है। तो मैंने जगह पे पूछा था कि मैं पश्चिम बंगाल में बैठा हूं कि बांग्लादेश में बैठा हूं।
Let's go across to our guest joining us, RP Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, Riju Datta from the TMC joining us. Also with us, Bikram Banerjee, one of the petitioners in this case, and Saminur Rahman, assistant professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Murlidhar Girls College, Kolkata. I do thank you all for joining us. Riju Datta, let me begin with you. What justification would the TMC government or the party have to shrug off this court order? The court has made certain very scathing observations and it has also scrapped the act passed in 2012.
See, I'll go one by one, give me the courtesy of time. First of all, we will challenge this order in the Supreme Court because it's a Tughlaqi order, which we do not believe in and we will not abide by this. Simple as that. Second point, if this is wrong, then in an interview with Smita Prakash, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, said that I am proud I implemented Muslim reservation in Gujarat. Was he wrong that time? The Sachar Committee report clearly states that the Muslims are backward even in terms, even more than SC and ST in India. It was done by Upen Biswas. It was passed by the cabinet. It was passed in the assembly. There were court cases then, and we have court orders that it was done following the due process of law. See, the bottom line is we have seen one justice of Calcutta High Court who have worked as an agent of BJP when he was honorable justice and now he's a candidate. We have seen another judge from Calcutta High Court on the day of his retirement said that for 37 years I was a part of RSS, I will go back to RSS again. So this is BJP using the courts, and I'm not mincing my words here, BJP using the courts to take away reservation of SC, ST, Dalits and the minorities to implement and to clear their way to implement UCC in India.
Okay.
We will not
So can I
let
just
that
ask
happen.
you a twofold counter question before I open this up to others? First of all, not all Muslim castes have been removed from the OBC list. Because in many states, Muslim castes are included in the OBC list and not all of them have been removed or challenged even by the BJP or petitioners. What has been challenged though, Riju Datta, is the lopsidedness, and I pointed that out, the lopsidedness where the minority community in a state has majority share in the OBC quota. Can you please just respond to that?
I'll tell you what is the lopsidedness here, and I will quote late, one of the most erudite parliamentarians in this country ever, Arun Jaitley ji, what he said on the floor of the parliament, that the gift of post-retirement jobs clouds pre-retirement judgments.
That's not an
So the
answer
bottom
to the
line is
question
one of
I
the-
asked.
Let me finish it. Shivani, let me
No,
finish.
that's
The
to be
lopsided-
fair,
you
Riju,
asked-
that's not a question. That's not an answer to the
Shivani,
question I
come on,
asked.
yeah. Listen, let me finish and then I'll go back. See, you use the word lopsidedness. I'll tell you the lopsidedness here. One particular honorable judge who was a part of this double bench of this judge who passed this judgment is one person who has given a blanket immunity to Shubhendu Adhikari against all criminal
See,
charges.
Riju, I'm
which
not
means
sure
Shivani-
that's a justified road for you to go down on. One second. I got your drift. You don't like the judge. You don't like the bench. That's fine. You know, I'll set that aside as your opinion or your party's opinion. One second, Riju, I don't want to speak over you. My point is that there are countless people and countless parties and countless personal views on a particular judge or a particular bench. That's not the crux of the argument here. I asked you a question about the state government's action. How is it that more and more of Muslim castes were added to the extent that majority of the castes in the OBCs are Muslim
What kind of-
castes. The court is saying that religion seems to be the sole criteria.
Shivani,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. Religion seems to be the sole criteria of the BJP, who are Muslim haters. But this OBC reservation that was given in West Bengal was passed by Mr. Upen Vishwas, which was passed by the assembly, by the cabinet, following all rules and regulations. And that is why.
Yeah, but you gave yourselves power that you weren't accorded to by the Indian Constitution. Let me bring in RP Singh now. RP Singh, over almost 5 lakh OBC certificates now nullified, although no retrospective action. 77 castes, majority of them Muslim castes, scrapped as from the OBC list. The court says there is no reasonable data presented. There may be, but it wasn't presented while including them. The state gave itself powers through the 2012 Act to classify castes as OBCs. That is not the norm. You have to follow the Backward Commission, the National Commission's orders or opinion on that, and none of that was done. In virtually all parameters, this is a vindication of what the BJP was saying.
Well, Shivani, I must read what court has said yesterday. This court is of the view that in selection of 77 classes of Muslims, I'm reiterating what you said, but I'm emphasizing the exact words. Classes of Muslims as backward in, is an affront to Muslim community as whole. Affront to Muslim community as whole, I repeat. This court's mind is not free from doubt, from doubt that the said community has been treated as a commodity of political ends. Commodity of political ends, I repeat. This is clear from the chain of events that led to classification of 77 classes as OBCs and their inclusion to be treated as vote bank.
Yes,
as vote bank.
I mentioned
this
that,
is the
yes.
crux of what court has said. Yeah, you mentioned, I'm just what I said, you mentioned that, but I'm just pinpointing the 3 basic issues of vote bank, the community being treated as a for political ends, and also that that whole of the Muslim community has been included in that. See, their objective is not OBC. Their objective is purely vote bank. And then it's in their alliance partner, if they treat, I don't know how much they treat Congress as their alliance partner or not, India alliance partner or not. And that also in page number 6 in this Jihadi manifesto on para number 2, it says that it will alter with the quota from 50% and as they will bring a constitutional amendment to that. So this also indicates that the complete India alliance is focused on only on Muslims for vote bank politics, and not only it never ends at that only. Let me read one more part of their. Give me another 1 second. 1 second. Another. This is sorry. Yeah. This is page number 8, para number 7. It also says that they will get the personal laws back. So this whole of this focus, personal law mean Shariat, triple talaq, halala. I mean they want to put a stamp on that now. So this whole focus is on Muslim vote. And then today, yesterday, court has struck it down. And court has rightly said, now they don't believe in court, they'll question the judges.
Yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask you. The
TMC
TMC is not shying away from openly saying that these are biased benches, biased judges giving biased judgments.
So they have right to go to Supreme Court, and I'm very sure Supreme Court will also follow the same track. I seriously doubt that Supreme Court will change the track of the High Court judgment, because it is on the technical merit, and also on merit, that what court has said. And it's not only that. If you want me to read, I'll read more of the court judgment, which categorically says that this is purely a sheer sham for vote bank politics. Nothing to concern about the Muslims.
Okay.
It's purely just appeasing a particular vote bank.
Yeah, and that vote bank is considered to be 30% in West Bengal now. This is not the first time that Mamata Banerjee-led government is being accused of catering to a certain section that certainly stands behind the TMC by past record. But that doesn't mean that the government's actions should be taking something away from others or become so lopsided where reservations or quotas become a means, as the court says, for vote bank politics. Bikram Banerjee is actually one of the petitioners' advocate who is joining us. There is a lot of criticism coming in from the state government of this order. But what do you think is the crux of this order, which is going to be difficult to challenge, even if it, when the TMC government mounts the challenge?
If the TMC government mount the challenge, the very difficult part is that the 2012 Act, the portions which has been set down or struck down by the Honorable High Court Calcutta, primarily on the ground that the West Bengal Backward Classes Commission has not been consulted while including these communities as OBC. This is the fundamental basis. Because after the Indra Sahani judgment in the year 1993, which has categorically specified, the 9 judges benches of the Honorable Supreme Court of India has categorically specified that for inclusion of any community or any person as OBC, the West Bengal Backward Classes Commission has to be consulted, and only then, and the recommendation made by the commission should be binding. This is the first part. For subcategorization, suppose in OBC it was subcategorized that more backward and backward. OBC A, West Bengal government has termed them as more backward. For this subcategorization also, there must be a specific recommendation of the commission itself, which was totally lacking from the facts on record, as well as this was totally lacking in the act itself, because the act gave more powers to the government to do it directly, bypassing the commission. That is the fundamental legal crux in this matter. The government had the power to pick and choose any person of their choice. It was hand-picked, chosen by the government. It is not that a Muslim cannot be included. It's yes, Indra Sahani judgment says a Muslim also can be included as a OBC. But you cannot pick and choose. The act gave the power to the government to pick and choose any person of their choice.
No, so Saminur Rahman, that actually is the biggest indictment. If you were so confident of the actions that you were taking, you wouldn't have to change the state law and give yourself such powers. You could have done it by presenting your case and by the corroboration of the National Backwards Commission.
I just want to say, many of the communities that are now outside reservation after the High Court judgment are on central list of central OBC list of the central government. So the point is that there may be, I am not sure, but there may be some procedural mistakes. But it is not that the communities that are excluded now are not eligible for reservation, but they, the case is not that they don't deserve reservation, because.
But did all of them deserve it? Because I remember speaking to the NCBC chairman, Hansraj Ahir, who's spoken to me again, and we'll play that out in just a bit. He said very categorically, one, there is no state other than Bengal where Muslim castes are greater than Hindu castes in OBC lists. And secondly, there are some Muslim castes added in the OBC list in Bengal that are not even there in the Mandal Commission. So not all of those castes are deserving, right? That's precisely is the problem. Saminur.
I want to raise another thing. The percentage of SC and ST reservation in West Bengal is 22 plus 6, 28. It is higher than the central government. Central government SC reservation is 14% and 7.5% of scheduled tribe.
Okay.
So, recently the National Commission for Backward Classes, they also recommended to increase the reservation of OBC from 17% to another more 5%.
Okay.
So you know what the Sachar committee found, the marginalization of the Muslim communities in West Bengal is well known to all, and the 30% is not a very small number. So
so you're saying that it was deserved and therefore there was nothing wrong in it. If anything, there could have been a procedural problem. I want to go back across to our political representatives, give them 30 seconds each. Rijita, I give you an opportunity again. You know, you could maybe go to court and explain that, you know, this was the procedure, we can correct it, etc. And I think the court, the Calcutta High Court itself has given the opportunity to the state board to come back to them and make a presentation on which caste should be added or which caste should be removed, but do it properly. But I highly doubt you would be able to go to the Supreme Court and say that, oh, these judges are biased against us.
No, we are not going to go to the Supreme Court and say that the judges are biased, obviously, but we will go to the Supreme Court and submit the relevant documents so that this order is cancelled, quashed or stayed.
But why wasn't
Because
that done
if you see-
already?
Yeah, see, we are in the middle of elections. In the next 3 days, we have the third phase of.
No,
6
I
days of
mean, this
elections in
case has
Bengal.
been going on for
What
quite
was
some
it?
time. And the board was
waiting-
not able to explain why some of these castes were added.
Look, I am telling you, whatever the board would have explained, this would have been the order that would have been passed. We don't care about all that. We are going to the Supreme Court, and Shivani, I will ask you and your reputed channel to do a quick survey. Out of 100 cases against where orders were given against the government of West Bengal, which has gone to Supreme Court, more than 80% has been stayed or quashed. So we are going to the Supreme Court because we know what is happening
Okay.
here.
Mr.
So we
Banerjee
go
wants
ahead.
to come in very quickly, then I'll give the last word to RP Singh.
I want to specify when the argument was going on before this Honorable High Court Calcutta, and the order impugned also specifies that the learned Advocate General have only raised the question of maintainability, nothing else.
Yeah.
He could not produce any document. He just raised the question of maintainability during the course of argument. Course of argument is also available in the YouTube also. The day by day the argument was made. Accepting maintainability,
Yes, because
there
we don't
was
want to
no
waste
defense
time
on
in
the
High
part
Court.
of the state. Yes, yes, Mr. Riju, yes. Accepting
Because we do not want
maintainability.
to
They
waste
have
our
only
time.
challenged whether the
In a
petition
past
is
case.
maintainable or not.
No,
In a
going
public
in front of the
litigation,
court
do not
or
want to waste
presenting
our
your
time.
case is not a waste of time. You know, this is the attitude. I'm not sure, politically it may sound like an argument. I'm not sure if it's legally or otherwise morally an argument. But RP Singh, I'll give you the last 30 seconds. You've heard what the TMC says. We don't want to waste our time with the Calcutta High Court benches. They are biased. Our hopes are with the Supreme Court.
Well, that's their standard reply, which they give every time they lose a case or High Court gives a verdict. But what was the crux? Crux is that this was a commitment made by Mamata Banerjee in a political rally, and then that's why all this arbitration happened. Let me read out the part again. Another part: the Commission and the State act in undue haste with the lightning speed in making recommendation for classification of 77 classes to make public announcement of the Chief Minister a reality. According
Yes.
to petitioner, the Commission appear to be in tearing hurry to fulfill the wishes of the Chief Minister made in a political rally. You can't, I mean, your political utterances can be different, but even if you have to do it, you have to do through a process.
Okay.
But you were in such a haste that you threw the process in the dustbin and you thought, oh, I have to win the election, so let me do it.
The biggest question is if
We will see you
politically
in the
the
Supreme Court.
impression that the BJP has tried to create, that opposition parties are taking from the real beneficiaries and giving it to Muslims purely for vote bank politics, is going to stick harder after this court judgment. I thank our guests for joining us. RP Singh continues with us, but also listen in to what Hansraj Ahir, the chairman of the National Commission for Backward Classes, had to say post this order. सर थैंक्स अ लॉट हमसे बात करने के लिए। आपको याद होगा कि रफली 1 साल पहले मैंने आपसे बात करी थी जब आपने एनसीबीसी चेयरमैन के तौर पे सवाल उठाए थे बंगाल की ओबीसी लिस्ट पे। बहुत बड़ा वर्डिक्ट अब कोर्ट की तरफ से आया है। वैसे तो ये केस आपकी जो रिपोर्ट आई थी उससे पहले से चल रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी आपने जो सवाल उठाए थे वही सवाल कोर्ट में भी उठे थे और उसके बाद जजमेंट आया है। तो आपका फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स मैं जानना चाहती हूँ इस केस वर्डिक्ट पे, क्योंकि एक तरह से आपकी रिपोर्ट का भी विंडिकेशन है ये।
देखिए, कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट का जो डिसीजन आ चुका है वो सब आपने भी देखा होगा, और उस माध्यम से कोर्ट का निर्णय आधार पर हुआ है। बंगाल सरकार से शायद पूरे डॉक्यूमेंट मांगे गए थे, उन्होंने हमें भी नहीं दिया, आयोग को भी नहीं दिया था, ना कोर्ट को दिया होगा। और जिस तरीके से उन्होंने स्पीड में जो जातियों को बढ़ाया था 2011 के बाद में, और एक तरफा बढ़ाया था, उसमें जो जातियां बढ़ी थी उन जातियों के ऊपर ऑब्जेक्शन हमारे आयोग के द्वारा भी लिया गया था, और कोर्ट में भी हमसे कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट मांगे गए थे। कोर्ट की लड़ाई में हम भी पार्टी है, हमने भी अपने डॉक्यूमेंट पेश किए, और उस जो आधार हमने भी दिया था उसी आधार के ऊपर कोर्ट ने सरकार से डॉक्यूमेंट मांगने के बाद में जो उनको पेश करना था पेश नहीं किया, तो कोर्ट का निर्णय जो हमने कहा था वो साबित हो गया है। जिसने पिटीशन की उन्होंने सही लाइन से की थी, और इस निर्णय का हम स्वागत करते हैं। कोर्ट का निर्णय जो आया है उसके हम आदर के साथ में ओबीसी वर्ग के लिए एक उत्साहवर्धक है पश्चिम बंगाल के भाइयों के लिए। उनका अधिकार कहीं छीना जा रहा था, जो मूल ओबीसी है उनका अधिकार किसी और को दिया जा रहा था, ये अब साबित हो गया है। तो जितने भी आज तक अन्याय हुआ है वो कल से अन्याय दूर हो जाएगा। निर्णय का स्वागत हमने किया है।
मुझे याद है जब मैंने आपसे लगभग 1 साल पहले बात करी थी तो आपने बहुत बड़ा सवाल उठाया था कि आपने कहा था कि मैंने तो वेस्ट बंगाल के आयोग से भी पूछा था कि क्या मैं बंगाल में बैठा हूँ या बांग्लादेश में बैठा हूँ। तो क्या आप मानते हैं कि वहां पे बहुत ही सोची समझी ये एक तरकीब थी कि मुसलमानों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा ओबीसी सर्टिफिकेट दिए जाएं, उनकी कास्ट को ऐड किया जाए? क्या आप मानते हैं कि ये पॉलिटिक्स की वजह से हुआ था?
नहीं, देखिए, मैं पॉलिटिक्स का तो आरोप लगाने का मेरा आयोग का काम नहीं है, लेकिन समीक्षा जब हम लेते हैं, रिव्यू जब लेते हैं, जो गलतियां दिखती है वो गलतियों को हम निश्चित ही उसका दखल लेते हैं, उसका हमने स्टेप भी लिया है। जो बात मैंने तब कही थी तब मुझे भी ताज्जुब लगा था कि 179 जातियों में से अगर 118 जातियां अगर मुस्लिम भी नहीं जाती है तो स्पष्ट है कि हिंदू बहुल पश्चिम बंगाल में 70% हिंदू वहां रहने की बात राज्य सरकार ने मुझे बताई थी। 27% मुस्लिम भाई रहते हैं, वो भी राज्य सरकार ने बताई थी। उसके बावजूद भी 118 जातियां मुस्लिम भाइयों की, 61 जातियां हिंदू भाइयों की। तो इसलिए मैंने प्रश्न पूछा था कि मैं बंगाल में बैठा हूँ पश्चिम या बांग्लादेश में बैठा हूँ। ये बात का संकेत ये मैंने दिया था कि कहीं ना कहीं मुझे भी लगा गड़बड़ हुई है, अनियमितता हुई है, और अपने अधिकार का उपयोग राज्य के आयोग ने गलत तरीके से लिया है। राज्य सरकार का आयोग का जो रिपोर्ट था वो सही नहीं था। वहां पर जो सीआरआई काम करती है, कल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट, उन्होंने भी ईमानदारी से काम किया, ऐसा मुझे नहीं लगा था। वो आप कोर्ट में साबित हो गया है।
कोर्ट के जजमेंट में जो खुद को पावर्स दे दी गई थी एक नए लॉ के तहत स्टेट बोर्ड को, स्टेट के आयोग को, कमीशन को, वो भी कोर्ट ने स्ट्राइक डाउन किया है। जो लॉ पास किया गया था जिसके तहत उन्होंने अपने आप को कुछ पावर्स दी थी, तो उसके बारे में आपको क्या कहना है? कोर्ट के वर्डिक्ट से तो ये समझ में आ रहा है कि जो नेशनल आयोग है उसकी बात माननी पड़ेगी स्टेट आयोग।
सही, आप कोर्ट ने बहुत लाइन से बात कही है। 1993 के अनुसार राष्ट्रीय पिछड़ा वर्ग आयोग के एनसीबीसी के निर्देश को मानना चाहिए, कोर्ट ने भी कहा है। तो यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से यहाँ पर अवहेलना हो रही थी, जो आज भी हो रही है, मैं बार बार इन्हीं बातों को लेके बुलाता हूँ चीफ सेक्रेटरी को, प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी आते नहीं है, और इस तरीके से अवहेलना की जाती है। जबकि बंगाल, पश्चिम बंगाल भारत देश का अंग है, ये देश का हिस्सा है, लेकिन वहां के अधिकारी क्या सोचते हैं मुझे पता नहीं है। तो जिस तरीके से कोर्ट ने निर्णय दिया है, आप जो बात कही है कि आप इसके बाद में आपको नए तरीके से, और वो भी जो गाइडलाइन है, जो पैरामीटर्स है, उसके अनुसार आपको ओबीसी की सूची बनानी पड़ेगी। यही हम चाहते थे।